As the political campaigns continue, the failed rains in the northern part of Kenya continue to rain terror on locals who feel ostracized and not a priority for the government. Scientists have predicted tougher times ahead for the Horn of Africa, with Kenya on red alert. Many families have lost their loved ones and livestock. Tonight, Leila Mohammed brings us a story and situation of the border of Turkana and Marsabit counties.
A dreadful sight in Civikon village, Marsabit County, where Tedakwa Leparsanti and his wife Mary Rompe are literally counting their losses that have stacked up over the months. One by one, he has seen his livestock wiped out.
Nilikuwa ng'ombe yangu zamani nilikuwa tu 45. Nikashunga ikaisha yote, ikabaki tu na hii moja. Hii njao yake. Lakini zamani hakuwa hesabu hiyo ng'ombe. Ilikuwa kando ya njao yote, ikakufa hii ikabaki. Tena mbuzi ilikuwa 50, mbuzi yetu 50. Ikaisha ikabaki tu hizi kidogo sasa kama mbuzi kama 5.
The vagaries of weather have consumed what is meant to nourish his family. And in this loss, the black ravens find gain scavenging through the remains. The rising temperatures and ensuing destruction, a stubborn thorn in the flesh of many other families in the country's dry north, whose weather pattern has sharply shifted from a regular rainy season to not having a single drop for several consecutive seasons.
The drought has caused so much pain in my household, and even our Morans who are looking after the animals are now here at home and they are depressed.
For the pastoral communities, watching their symbol of wealth and sustainability of families piled up as just bones is hard.
Zamani wakati jua lijakuja, kuna shida tukana hata kidogo. Hata sisi ndio tajiri kuliko nyinyi. Zamani wakati jua lijakuja, hakuna kitu sina. Nauza ng'ombe yangu, nanunua chakula, na jaza hizi nyumba yote. Hata nanunua viatu, ni hiyo tu banki yetu. Sisi tunatamanga hiyo mali ndio banki yetu, kasi yetu. Lakini tangu ikikuja, naona maskini naendelea kuingia sisi.
Given the loss they have witnessed and had to endure, these days in the morning, one of the first things his wife has increasingly had to do is check if all her family members made it through the night.
In the morning, I wake up, we just sleep, and no one moves at night. Even my husband just comes home and sleep. My children the same. I wake up in the morning and touch one by one to see if they are still alive. If they are still alive, I go and find some meat from the cattle that are dead, so that I can come and feed them.
Mary, like many other mothers in this area, have the delicate task of balancing the nutritional needs of their children and that of their flock. The little maize meal that is available is prepared and first served to the babies, then to the kids and calves. To hydrate, they have this basin half full of water that the lady of the home tells us took them close to half a day to get from the water point, which she is worried may dry up soon. Now with the forecast of failed rains in this area, that spells doom for the livestock left. Marsabit and Turkana are among the counties that humanitarian organizations placed in the red zone of being in dire need of assistance after the Kenya Met Department declared that they will receive below par rainfall this season.
A picture tells 1,000 words, and you can see behind me dry, arid landscapes, which means that there's been drought here, 3 seasons of drought, which means that there's no food for animals or food for people, for families. But climate change is so much more than just drought. Climate change is also about floods, because what climate change has meant is that when the rains do come, they come at different times and in such extreme volumes that they cause floods. So you have this terrible situation where you have drought, then flood, and the communities really struggle to respond to and cope with both.
The government says that teams have been sent into the area to confirm the cause of deaths and give immediate assistance as long-term aid is being planned for.
Now, following next week, we're starting on phase 2, again of physical food distribution, And this will go on until the situation improves. You all recall that our head of state did say that there's no other time moving forward that a Kenyan will die on account of lack of food. And he meant that.
For those in the humanitarian sector who come face to face with the harsh realities, want not only the Kenyan government, but the region at large to take the situation seriously.
Don't ignore what's happening in East Africa. The food crisis is real. I've seen it face to face, and these people might not be as front page today as Ukraine is, but they need us to help them, to support them.
At the border of Turkana and Marsabit counties, women and their children gather under this tree as they wait for medical care and food aid from emergency responders. Health officials check up on the health of the young ones who have over the last few months suffered due to malnutrition and have had to be put on supplements. Others will get vaccine shots as boosters for their feeble bodies, a symbol of how the harsh conditions spare no human nor animal. Leila Mohammed, NTV.